Okay. Okay, if this in my mailbox is what I think it is, it kind of is adding. Oh, it's not what I think it is, but that does add insult to injury. I don't know who was visiting. I actually think it was a space collector, but I think they're about to find out that our anomaly, the galactic bulb, got stolen by the Boggyman, which is really. I have a lot of feelings about that, and I have feelings that say I already had a perk on that, gosh darn it, but I have even more feelings that say that I'm not going to pay their ridiculous ransom fee, not when hopefully we'll be able to make up whatever. Okay, we're about to have, I'm paying attention, we're about to have the bills go out, so we're just gonna see how the bills for the month go out, and hopefully we'll be able to have enough money left over that I don't have to pay their absolutely ridiculous ransom, and we'll be able to. Okay, water dragons are okay. Oh my gosh, why is it taking so long for the bills to go by? Ah, there we are. That's what I thought. Boy, that's not as much money as I would like to have, but it's going up again. Huzzah! But alright, hello everyone, hello, and welcome back to our somewhat chaotic adventures here in Two Point Museum, where we are trying somewhat, I'd argue unsuccessfully in some regards, but successfully in others, to get our whole establishment up and going again. There's the ransom message. Look, don't judge me for this, but I'm actually going to pay the 15,000. I'm actually gonna pay it. Why? Why did I pay that? Because we already had a perk on this thing. We already had it set up for buzz bonuses. It was already blooming in its little space garden zone and actually providing us with a lot. So I just want it to kind of stay there. Oh my gosh, but they did, it's not the same one. The one we had wanted to be near a button display, and this one wants to be next to a hologram. I didn't know that they could steal it like that. I'm kind of offended, to be completely honest. Oh my goodness, and actually I didn't realize I could change the color that we have. Aw, that's actually pretty cool. I didn't realize you could change the color of the hologram to be so very different. I actually think that's really cool. I don't think it's cool that the Spa Point 3 is on fire, but isn't it a great thing that we have some firefighters to take care of this if they would just be the right kinds of firefighters who all right, we've got a lot going on. Thankfully, our little Nagiri fish are definitely keeping up the breeding so that we can keep up some of our other projects. I love seeing the big response that we're getting over here from Chemist Dragon King leading a tour. I love seeing all of that cash money come in. And now that we're back here, and now that we're thinking about all of the really interesting new things we might be able to do with our security robots, all right, so what next? Because there has been so much happening just constantly, and I want to make sure, okay, the Department of Culture is having a representative come by. I hope that's fine, and I would really like to see the money continue to go up, but I think we kind of need to realign. There goes one of our servos. It's actually servo 1.0, and it's actually going haywire. Well, I think that my like security bot to repair the servo is assigned to this area. Can I find where it has gone? It's assigned to like this greenhouse. And I probably need to watch out for when those go on, or excuse me, not the greenhouse, but the spa. It's not a, there we go. It's Weep Boop, and it's actually on its way to fix haywire robots. Weep Boop, you're supposed to be like our, can you please, no, don't collect donations. Fix haywire robots. How does that work? Are you gonna do it? Where are you going? Can you please fix this haywire robot? No, come fix this. No, don't collect donations. Oh my gosh. Don't collect donations! What happens when your basic model goes it becomes, okay, look, we need to gather all of our robots into one spot so that we can try to fix them all at once, and hopefully we'll be able to figure that out rather quickly. So is this the part where you create your your mad scientist laboratory and you dive into it to kind of be like, no, I can't hear the sound of everything absolutely kind of blowing up and destructing. No. Because that's kind of what it feels like right now. All right, so good news is the counterintelligence labs we've begun to start exploring. The medical labs. I forgot about the medical labs. Feeling kind of nervous about that. The charge labs, where I think we could charge more than one robot at a time. That's really ambitious, assuming we would like to have more than one robot at a time. We also need to get some of the classic contraptions in here so that we can start piling up these upper antiques. We need to get more of those into some sort of dusty little science museum so that we'll be able to impress people enough to open up some of the medical labs in other locations. Let's see, the charge labs are for our janitors to feel like they're being paid enough. Should we go ahead and try to go back to the counterintelligence lab? That's kind of expensive. All right, how about this? How about we go ahead and step back into space? Because that makes complete sense, right? To be honest, our trips to the moon might actually cover the funds that we need in order to continue on with the time portal experiment. I need a square and a squibbly woo in order to go ahead and actually, let's see, where's my squares? So we'll send somebody up to the moon. Why is it so much cheaper to send a space expert to the moon than it is to go ahead and actually it's so much cheaper to send Timeline Tracker Sunshine to the moon than it is to go ahead, or I guess it would have to be Space Survivalist Goose Bucket because we need the survival skill. And then I want my firefighters to stay here. And they can actually do a speedy trip to the moon faster than they could go ahead and go down to the security labs, which just tells me how many layers there are to our labyrinth. Okay, and if we're gonna do that, we're also working on getting a survey scanner done for other things. I think we need to organize some of our employees into new locations. We need to go ahead and have our emergency nigiri supplies sold so that we can hopefully, there we go. Oh, the judgment clouder's on fire. Okay, and also because those keep catching on fire and because, you know, I'm not exactly made out of, okay, oh, thank goodness. Firefighter Indigo, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You know what? Let's actually work on that whole making sure that, oh, that's right. We have variable loan progress now because we went bankrupt. Maybe we won't think about that and we might increase the ticket prices just for a minute. It's really truly to be able to afford the safety that people need. I know that it seems like we're just kind of nickel and diming the various, let's see, what about finance it? No. It seems like we're just nickel and diming our guest, but actually we're trying really hard to make sure that people, let's satisfy all their pay requests, and then we can actually, in fact, let's satisfy all pay requests for all employees, and let's make our janitors a bit happier so that they know that their jobs aren't going to be completely replaced. And we've just unlocked the charge labs! Woo! Oh my gosh, what's this? The golden mine? Excuse me. Bungle Tech believed they'd struck gold, but they'd actually found something much more valuable. Deep underground are natural treasures, usually reserved for the county's mole people. I was trying to handle the tricky issue of the technology evolving in ways that give people a sense of job and security, so that I could hopefully convince my janitors to become excellent firefighters to prevent my science lab from exploding into smithereens. And now, as I'm also trying to start up my time portal and preparing to try to train some of my space experts in politics with the cheesemongers, you're telling me there's mole people. I love this. I love this. I love this. We need to collect 3,500 from monthly donations, and we have just gained access to the charge labs, which are exceptionally expensive, and we'll probably need a little bit of management in order to afford visiting. We've also gone to the moon. That was a very long pause on my end, and what we would even consider a hefty blink, believe it or not. And now we have another one of the celestial cells and a couple new baby sea monsters that have been born into our sea monster habitat. You've got to love this, because if you don't, then chaos and life is chaos. You've got to love it. You've just got to embrace it with open arms. Maybe not too open arms, because there are asteroids and things like that. But okay, deep breaths. So we need the Wibbly-Woo thing in order to go ahead and possibly, I think it's this orbit totem that might possibly be able to activate. That might possibly be able to go ahead and activate the like small teleportation portal that we're working on. And now this is continuing to get extremely interesting. Do I have somebody who can do Weep Whoop? The security bot can actually gain a skill, I think. I don't think we've tried teaching them a skill, but they could technically gain one. And if I have secret security Mao go out, we don't have a survival skill. All right, we need some survival skills here. If we want to be able to make this happen. So let's slow our cheese rolls, maybe. Okay, actually, let's try this. Complete chaos. We're going to have complete and utter chaos by sending out Desert Owl Expert Nature of Gaming and Space Survivalist Goose Bucket on a very, very, very ill-advised trip to the moon. We're gonna let them go. We're gonna try to solve some of the other chaos in the background while they're gone. And we're also going to send out our, should it be the eyeball collectors? Or we really could get the palm trees spread about for the overgrowth jungle. But I wonder if now's the time, just because, that we should consider investing in Ghost. Yeah, because that makes sense, right? But I'm just thinking, if we maybe can convince Margaret Fizzpocket, who happens to be like an artist, to move into our spa, maybe she can give us some advice on how to make things a little bit nicer. There's also just peasants, knights, pirates, gentlefolk. We could possibly, there's like cave people. There's a wizard. All right, so maybe none of those are really feeling like they click with me. Oh my gosh. The Nether Nightmare could, okay, there's a lot of ways that people could also just disappear forever, and we definitely don't have double survival skills. Remember what I just said about Ghost? Yes, take that and absolutely throw it right out the window. You're welcome to also allow the splashing of a lot of Bish Silverbottom, though, as an explorer would probably be a good idea. Okay. So maybe don't throw all of the ghosts out with the bathwater, and you're welcome to go ahead and throw your arms up in the air and turn it all about as you go, Siri, what are you doing? But what do you guys say? There's the Wetlantian treasure trove. And I think we were just thinking about potentially going to the volcanic springs where hot water meets molten lava, where there's tropical fish and ancient inventions. Why? We also need double survival to, well, because it would be something new and our employees might be able to bring it back. And then that sounds kind of like something you would see at a spa, right? Let's have a little fun. She says with a really mildly concerning, like, high-pitched laugh. Yes, let's have a little fun. We'll even haggle it down a little bit on price, or you know what? Let's get a detailed survey of that too, because why not? I forgot we were supposed to be making money. Okay, so, huh. This is kind of a mess everywhere. We kind of definitely need to get some of this fixed up. Let's move our well, if we're about to unlock abilities to get like new robo chargers, this is amazing. And we have to think about mole people. You know what that makes me think? We need to start having some extra drills on hand. But before we do that, oh my gosh, we just unlocked the golden mines. Well, there's the mole people. Before we do that, here we go. We found some mines. I think that it's a science material for new inventions, so we won't worry about going there just yet. But we will go ahead and let's see. Maybe try to attract some of our guests down to the spa. And maybe work a little more on trying to get the spa up and going. And what kind of interactive exhibits could we possibly put over there? I mean, I guess the troll grab game is kind of like a Zen garden? The Relic River is kind of like going ahead and having a mud bath. The Seance Simulator, got to think about that one too. Oh my gosh, what if the frog leg language display is like mimicking yoga? That's actually kind of hilarious. That's actually kind of hilarious. And the tuna forks would be the like little chimes that you would hear if you went into a very relaxing, nice spa. I actually think that's really funny. And also we do have the scent simulators that we might be able to get up and going. So and also the playground might be just getting in touch with your inner child. So let's see what we can do. And Anti-Piracy Voskry now has the ability to have some training. They're also feeling disgusted from the rubbish. I know. I should probably isolate the room. Oh, there's an idea where we have our bunkle bin, so it's kind of like separated from everything. Oh, I wonder if I could actually pull that off. I might be able to pull that off. And then it can just be like the bungled zone. And we don't talk about the bungled zone, you see, because we've got our double bathroom area and we can just shrink this bathroom down a little bit. I love that idea because that means less worrying. Oh, nope. But that means less worrying about like how terrifying these bathrooms can get. And we can move over, let's see. Move over these golden toilets after all. And then we'll move this one over like so. And then if we remove those walls, we shrunk the bathroom a little, but it's gonna be okay because then we can take the snack machines and move them and the Borble tea machine over. The Borble tea is now no longer as popular as it used to be, but I'm so relieved to see that because I've been very concerned about like everybody's well-being. Like, guys, that's really not good for you. I really think you should possibly like not be eating that, but here they are, you know? And then we'll come in and the Beautification Beam 3 is now on fire. Sprocket, don't blame you for running away. Servo 1.0. Why are you still going haywire when we should have... Where is my firefighter? Okay, firefighter Vercampia. Could you please help me? You don't have anything to drink in here. Oh my gosh, my staff's going to quit. Okay, all right. They need at least a water cooler, let alone some coffee. I cannot blame them if they quit on us, if they don't even have water to drink. Wow. Oh my gosh, and we got back from the volcanic hot springs. All right. The treat of seeing what we just got in the crate of curiosity from the volcanic hot springs is going to have to wait until we accomplish at least one thing. So let's get this wall here. And then we will have not a one-way arch to trap everybody. That would be a little much if then we just trap everyone inside. We're going to get no, my money. Oh my gosh, my money. My money's really going away. Okay, let's see. How are the sea monsters doing? Right. Okay, and I'm not gonna fire my staff. We don't need to talk about that just yet. We can, however, we can celebrate the fact that our lucky water dragons are making an excellent backup. Oh my gosh. All right, so the thing is, every time we've tried to save our like bacon, or money bacon, last time we were able to save ourselves by having a ton of ghost. And I know this does seem a little dubious to say we need ghost, but again, the last few times we've been able to save ourselves from disaster, it's because we got famous ghost and they moved in and we were able to save our financial bacon. So that's kind of what I'm thinking might need to happen. Also tours, and sometimes it's just straight up a variety of actual interesting artifacts like one would possibly expect to see at a museum, which is a very novel idea, I know, but there is that. And now the expeditions from both places have returned and the Spa Point 3 is on fire again. Okie dokie. And now Vercampia is about to, like, they're super hungry because I have not provided food or drink or sustenance, just a video game machine that was all that our poor employees could have to their name. There's also like no vending machines down here or any way for anyone to have food. That's really sad. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, you poor people. I'm so sorry. Oh no, and there goes one of my robots going haywire again. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna need to take care of that in just a minute. And we have our little tuna forks to at least like start some more like exhibits people can mess with. Oh, look at that. We made a profit. All right. Well, I guess let's get a couple of vending machines if I can afford them over into the spa area just as kind of a temporary holdover desperate move on our part to try to make sure that people don't pass out, and we'll have some of our spa water, which you really shouldn't drink this. I'm promising you with everything I have in me, you probably should not trust any kind of drink or food sustenance that you could get from our establishment. Also, where on earth has my security bot gone? The one who was supposed to be fixing the haywire robots? Are you fixing the haywire robots? Weep Whoop, could you please fix the haywire robot? Is that something you could do? Or is what happens when Weep Whoop goes haywire? All right, let's assign him to this area and then we'll see if we can get our robots fixed. I forgot we were supposed to be like, you know, rounding them up. And also maybe if they don't have, oh man, my DNA machine blew up. Voskri, I'm sorry that I was starving you to death and didn't provide any water or other kinds of sustenance to you, but really? All right. So let's see how Sea Grape Expert Honey Moss is doing in just a minute. The volcanic hot springs. And the mole people are coming. I love this lava lamp. I love it so much. Inferior lighting from an age that predated electricity and mastery of fire. It's so beautiful. That makes me feel a lot better somehow. I don't know what that says about me, but that makes me feel a lot better. And then we went to the Blue Cheese Moon. We apparently have fondue shoes. We have broken faces. We have a lava lamp and a boot. Right. Right. At least it's a pristine boot. It can go next to the vending machine corner that I don't think anyone's going to bother using. I will lower the price on the drink machine though, because I mean, you know what? It's $1. $1. You come, you drink this, you're gonna have a terrible time in the bathroom, but if you put the trash into the bungled machine, I'm gonna make a lot of money, and I'd appreciate that, because there goes the money again. Believe it or not, I do love this. But alright, so, mole people, lava lamps, we got a boot from the Cheese Moon. Not exactly what we were looking for, but could it... It's not what we... Okay, why is this what we needed? Please stop being so excited about a boot, you guys. It's a boot. They're so excited about the boot. All right, fine. I can't take that kind of joy away from them. All right, friends. Thank you. We're gonna sort out some of this chaos, I swear. Make sure our staff have something to eat and drink. See if our robots ever stop going absolutely chaotic. I think that they're just stuck going haywire, and I'm not exactly sure how to fix them. Possibly by giving them a charging station. That's probably pretty darn important, I'd say, since it looks like one of our robots is indeed charging down there, and the other one probably needs to charge to stop going haywire. We'll find out. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.